This is our long-term Porsche Cayenne. We've had it about 6 months and put about 6,000 miles on it, bringing the mileage to about 70,000. This V6 is primarily my wife's car, and thankfully, she is completely in love with it. But it isn't perfect. There's some less than great paint here and there, and we've already had that moment that strikes fear in the heart of every German car owner.
The 70,000-mile Porsche service is essentially an oil change and a checkup. But the many quarts of oil and a proper filter is going to run you around $100, and you'll still have the service indicator to deal with. To fix that, you're going to have to buy a special computer costing you another $250.
The dealer would have charged me about $400 for this service, so I sought out an independent. The perfect place with old Porsches and Audis sitting in the parking lot, and the guy there at Concourse Auto Works, he did his whole service for $25 more than the materials. Plus he did it better than I ever would have, and he reset the indicator.
So, after living with this car for a while, there's a few surprises and pleasures, and annoyances too.
So as a family car, there are a couple of oddities. One of the strangest ones is this button down here for the rear hatch. It only works as long as you hold it. Watch.
Only until you keep holding the button down will it finish its cycle.
And that only works when the ignition's running, so you can't just hit the button randomly. It's not one touch. I know that sounds strange. From a family perspective, okay, great. You're not going to hit your roof, but why can't you just touch the button and it works?
I cannot imagine a reason where I just want a little bit of hatch open, just a tiny bit. And it's not until you come back here and push the hatch closed.
Look, I realize these are first world problems, but if you're a mom, you've got groceries, that's an issue.
If you were to ask me, does Porsche do anything wrong? Well, of course I would say no. I mean, it's Porsche after all. Now, are there little things that they could improve upon, and have they over the years? Well, yes. Most notably is the soft touch paint. All the graphics on the buttons, well, it's painted on, so when anybody that has nails, guys included, things get scratched off. So the secret for getting around that is to pull up on these buttons. The way the steering wheel was designed is to naturally just use your thumbs. Your hands are already here, everything is for your thumbs, but you know the paint is going to get scratched off. So Porsche kind of got around that, and now with the materials, the interior improvements, things have kind of gotten better. So look, it's fine, it's good, everything still works, but the newer cars definitely have improved this.
Now check this out. The memory seats work great, but you have to know when to hit the button. If you hit it with the ignition off, then you'll have to hold it down. Or, if you hit it too quickly after starting, same thing happens. You've got to get the timing right, and then it drops into place. The seat heaters. These seat heaters will melt cheese. There's 5 different settings, and number 3 is all you're ever going to need.
The integrated ski bag in the back seats is a useless Pandora's box. You can open it once and it will never ever go back into its storage space properly. There desperately needs to be more room to stow this away. Like an extra even ½ inch would be huge here. It's a pretty poor oversight, and as a result we'll just have to get a ski rack. One of my favorite features is the cornering lights, and at nighttime in the dark area around where we live, they're amazing. I love having them. I miss them when I'm on any other car. The interior is holding up pretty well in spite of daily use, a dog, and a 5-year-old. Now, buying this car was a bit of a gamble, but we hoped it would be as reliable as our Acadia and more fun to drive. So far, it has almost the same gas mileage, far better seats, and a much better driving experience. It's quirky, and I fear the 80,000-mile full service, but it's proving to be the best family car we've ever owned.
So this car may not be for you, but a used Cayenne, it's at least worth a look. Thanks for watching. More coming on the Cayenne this winter.